So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. Be comfortable yourself, and once we get connected with our other students, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, first of all, I would like to bless upon each and everyone and wish you all for this Happy New Year 2023. So today, our first session for this new year. And during last year, I hope that you learned something. And when it comes to a spiritual practice, especially meditation, why we need to keep doing this and where are we heading. So we need to clarify it day by day. So out of these sessions, we trying to bring some basic informations and teachings and techniques to develop and expand the capacity of your own understanding, because out of that your own practice can grow. So because when you expand the clarity and the understanding, so by the time you are capable to go more deeper. So when you can go deeper, that means when you go into yourself, you are capable to understand the very mechanism of mind. But in our day-to-day life, in this very conventional life, we are so smart to understand regarding things outside of us. And maybe what you learn today, may tomorrow not going to work. And so day by day, the informations, the mechanism of the world change. So then you have to gain new knowledge. But once you understand the mechanism of the mind, you are done, because this everything you experience out of the mind. And your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body help to absorb and get the informations. But there is someone, this unsolved, that the kind of like the balance center in you, getting these things and sharpening and dividing, analyzing. So once you know that mechanism, because these outside things, it's on the surface level, it look like this, and it's for the moment it is good. But there is more deeper something happening inside. So practicing meditation allows you to understand the very mechanism of deeply that you are regarding your consciousness, your awareness. Once you see that, it anymore not going to unseen. So that's why giving some time and putting some energy, effort on it, it's worth for you. So I hope in this new year, you will bring some kind of change to yourself with that understanding. So it's kind of like the out of this whole practice, the most important thing that you can gain, if you developing the ability to take conscious decisions. That's the important part. Don't try to look about the life, about the world, and don't have any wishes to make that life or the world going to be more soft, comfortable, good for you. No, it's not going to happen like that way. So life can become more hard. Things can going to come towards you more very rough way. But still, when you have the ability to see and take very conscious decisions regarding that things, whatever in front of you, then the situation's going to change. So we are focusing to that. And so by the time when you have the clarity and ability and the strength to take that conscious decision, then you know what is life. Then you know how it happens. So the thing is, sometimes people try to get into that using this conventional knowledge or informations, or kind of like we use the method more academical. Nothing wrong with that. We need to get the help out of that also. Because in the beginning, we have to learn things. But how far we can learn? That's the question come. Because in life, there are certain things you can understand only by interfere with physical. There are some things you will never catch by physical. So as example, swimming. You can't catch it by understanding. Cycling. You can't catch it by understanding. You have to interfere with physically, engage with physically. Then by the time you're going to know. But there are some things in your life you can't get by physically. So the consciousness is, the awareness is like that, something. So regarding kind of like the unhappiness, sadness, worry, disappointment, joy, even though you do physical activities, that doesn't mean you get it by only physical action. So then whatever that you become happy with the physical action, then allow other people to do the same thing. Then they should be happy. No, it's not going to happen. So there are some certain things we can gain only by mind. So this both we need. So that's why the practicing is you bringing this both together. Physical and mental. So when you bring that both together, it should come as a conscious decision. Not because of something. Not because of some other reason that you waiting or you push yourself. That conscious citizen, that the decision should come out of the freedom, or it should not have any kind of fear. It should not have any kind of desire, especially to go against something. Sometimes deeply go against the life. Don't put that way, maybe, because your body and mind you bring together to go against the life, go against the nature. What does that mean? That's mean you. That's mean your body and mind. So as example, the law of correspondence, as above, so below, that the one of the very famous teaching. The whatever you put, the outcome bounce back in the same way, from the same nature, not from different. So then just imagine you are get tired about life, or unhappy, sad, worried, disappointed, then you start to practice thinking to go against that. So deeply your intention is not a conscious decision. You come to the point to practice because of something else. That is where you should look day by day. Because from the beginning, if you look, you don't see that. You see something else. So looking yourself and sharpening that, clearing it, allow you to go a little bit more deeper. So it's like when it comes to our consciousness, we think that it's kind of like a behind these eyes. You know, we pushing, we be looking someone, kind of like a something, like a shadow that push us. But we don't recognize this entire everything. Bring that. So that the surface level, if you look, you don't see this entire mechanism. But when you see that entire mechanism, you rather than you think it is so deep, it's go more deeper into this. So like that, once it come to understanding yourself, and when you start to look for the reason, and you will see go deeper into memory, and mental formations, that the roots. So maybe you have to keep digging. You never find, it's very difficult to find the end. So that's why you have to have very sharp and clear mind. But from the beginning, how you can develop that clarity? Each and every moment, in the present moment, that whatever you do, rather than struggling with these outside things, start to be focused yourself and take a conscious decision each and every moment. That's going to become your turning point, because once you become more familiar to take conscious decision in the moment, being in the present, and little by little, it expands your ability to see and understand, rather than the outside, regarding that what is that happening in you and how it happens. So that mechanism, by the time, becomes stronger. So that's how you can slowly go deeper into you and see from where this all come. And that is where you understand most of time, even though we see this balanced body, calmness, that most of things is kind of like a deeper turbulence, the very unbalanced, very shaky nature we have within our own character, our mind. And because of something happened in our life, we never saw that. We never aware about it. So with that damage, you can't keep going like this way. So you have to deeply define that. So meditation is a kind of like the healing method. So there are two ways that healing method. For the moment, you can stop the pain or the blood coming or the whatever the damage. For the moment, you're going to be okay. No any leaking. No, now it just look like it's okay. It's like the tranquility meditation. Because once you tranquilize the mind for the moment, you feel calm, relaxed, comfortable. You feel balanced. But it is not really balanced. So that is something. So on the surface level, that what you see, that what you hear, what you smell, is kind of like that tranquility state. This everything look like good. This everything look like exist. This everything look like permanent. This everything look like solid. This look like it's solid. But the thing is, this is not in eternal way. This is not solid like that. This is always, it's like the energy when it comes to this material, this everything vibration. But we don't see that. This everything is shaking. This everything moving, we don't see it. Even as you know this, even you go outside and look at the trees, look at the rocks, the mountains, that everything, we don't see this everything moving. Even we don't see that we are moving. So then you come to the point, oh, it is so comfortable, it's so relaxed, it's so balanced. But it is not like that. Underneath this everything it's a kind of like a very fast journey. It's everything moving so fast. So there we see this, the skin is okay, that's, this, and underneath this, if you check your pulse, it's, how fast this go. Tuck, tuck. And even if you go deeper, and you find out all organs and everything is a vibrate. But we don't know that. So it's this conventional experience is kind of like a tranquility. So when mind is it's a tranquility, but when it comes to the vipassana level, it's like you are not stopping, you are not settling down with this tranquility state. You go deeper and you recognize the true nature. Not about this is the important, not about this outside thing, but that how you experience, the experiencer, you recognize. And that is where you understand. This all experience come to you because of deeper change, strong change, very fast change. Otherwise, you're not going to experience this solid environment. If your body within yourself, within this inner mechanism, if it doesn't move so fast, you are not capable to understand this outside environment like this solid. So as example, if somebody choke you, if anybody, that's the very first thing, what happening to you, that it's kind of like a slow down that the speed of the change, and then this everything start to kind of like a move. It's everything kind of like unbalanced. See, the thing is what you recognize this outside balance because inside this deeper change. So in meditation, allow you to see this. You have to have very calm, sharp, and clear mind to understand that. And you can do it by mind. You can't get it kind of like intellectually by reading or by looking or by hearing about something. You have to have some kind of inner wisdom to understand that. So by practicing meditation, you're not going to get that. So this is a very important thing that you have to understand. Out of this tranquility and vipassana meditation, what you gain, especially the vipassana, is a result. Tranquility meditation, tranquilizing mind, is just by sitting it, you get as a result, you gain the tranquility mind. And analytical mind, you gain as a result. So result is vipassana. So how you can gain that result? So in the beginning, that's why you have to understand. Just by doing something, you can't. If you are capable to stop all the doings, then you can see that deeper, the natural flow that happening physically, mentally, all. So the meditation is a method that you develop that calmness within yourself and allow yourself to experience it, bring that result out. Not the make result, no, let the result bring out. So for that, you have to be patient. You can't be so hurried. Another thing is you have to have the right mindset. That is the most important part. So that is what it is your responsibility to check into you and see, are you have the right mindset to bring the right result out of you? Because if you have a different mindset, It always addressing to that, your mindset. So becoming clear with that and sharpening and allowing it to come. And when it arises, when it comes, not to get so excited, not to get panic. It's another thing that you have to develop in you, because we have inner nature always to respond something, and sometimes you never see in your biochemical system how you react to things, because most of time we are live our life reacting to things, and because of that you don't see how you react. So that's why we come to the point and allow our body to settle down and wait without reacting to things, because this reactive nature is so deep. And sometimes even for the calmness, we can't handle the calmness. We always try to react. A lot of people can't handle the joy, even though they like joy, happiness. It is they can't handle the happiness or the joy itself. See, when people happy, even very conventional life, look, when people happy, what they does? They do crazy things. Why? Because they can't absorb it or they can't handle it. So for the meditation also same. And sometimes, like when we have retreat a few many days, so after 2 days, 3 days, this all the some kind of this all the emotions start to boil out, and some people start to cry. And then when the discussion come and ask, why you cry? No, I feel so happy, so relaxed. So why you cry? No, I don't know. It happened to me. See, because when you become relaxed, you can't be conscious. You trap onto that. And you can try, you can observe it in day-to-day life, and sometimes, so even when you get hungry, most of the time suddenly we react to that. So that's the very nature of everything. These animals, why sometimes we look the nature, birds, fish, and dog, cat, elephants, babies, we always enjoy them. They always, keep doing something, always keep doing something. And even it is not come from very conscious decision. When it come from conscious decision, your action going to become totally different. So, but we just enjoy it because they keep doing something, keep doing something. We always like to enjoy that. Why? Because we have the same nature inside. We also always keep doing something. And meditation, and when it calm down, relax, and sometimes it give a deeper experience yourself, even for the joy, even for the calmness, even for the tranquility state. This reactive nature. And most of time, kind of like when you get angry, mad, disappointed, how you react, for a certain level, but there are unknown nature in you never saw that. So the happiness, joy, so in tranquility state, and sometimes you will experience that. So without even reacting to that, just knowing it is a skill. For that you need something. So that something means what once you know that it also not going to be permanent, then so whatever the happiness arise, joy arise, you experience it, but you're not going to become very crazy about it. So sometimes that's why the people get tangled caught up, the people get trapped into their own spiritual practice. They feel so good about it. Because that feeling good means the deeper inner reaction. So if you have that, you can't go to vipassana level. You can't get into very analytical, critical, unbiased understanding. So that's why from tranquility meditation, you get the help, and then you develop this analytical, critical understanding, deeper, observe things very sharply, without holding, without settling down there. That's why this both you need to balance and practice. So that is why you can understand the mechanism. And once you understand the mechanism, there is a deeper wisdom going to arise in you. And that is where that moment by moment, your conscious decisions going to become very clear. And out of that, what will happen? Not any magic, but deeper in you, that your inner behavior start to change. You are the one who going to change ultimately as a result of this whole practice. The identity that you carry as who you are, unknown, invisible, this reactive nature that you carry, because it came as a repetition, unknown repetition. But now there is opportunity for you. So don't try to basically from outside to change that things, because it not going to work for a long time. For a few days it will work. Like, from the beginning, and when the new year start from 31st night, and maybe you determine, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to be like this, that's good. But after a few days, from today, after a few days, you will end up being the same person, like, last year. So why it happened that way? Because most of time people take decisions with the stress, depression, anxiety, unbalance, anger, unhappy mind. You create a goal, you may create a target regarding your own life, comparing to something, and you become unhappy. It doesn't work. It doesn't have any strength. It doesn't have any insight. So it's even the joy, happiness also can happen like 31st night. You do party, dancing, but underneath you, it's boiling turbulence. And yourself is, unclarity, I don't know what will happen to me, So like that, but still you party, everybody, oh, you're happy, dancing. But underneath, this unhappy person hiding somewhere and waiting till the time pass. And once the party done and everybody go, and then, that Lilliput become the Gulliver. And now you are in trouble. Then you again have to deal with that, So whatever, your cuckoo mind, always keep talking to you. And you always, now you caught up in there. You can't do this. So that's why, Don't take any decisions with the unhappy. Don't take with any decision with the stressful mind. That's the very simple thing. Look into that stress rather than looking for the goal. As example, you don't have money. Then now you have a empty pocket. So now you worry. It's 31st night, 1st of January. And now you're thinking, so I don't have money, and what will happen if I lose this everything? And now you have the stress, and you come and make a goal thinking about, oh, this year I'm going to be rich. You're not going to become rich. Because whatever that the goal you set up is kind of like a covering, putting a cover on tablecloth. It doesn't have weight on it. So most of time in our life is like that. When people come, when friends come, we kind of like it cover up everything that our stressful mind, and we try to bring our kind of like a different nature. So sometimes we have, when somebody visited you, you can't keep crying, or you can't say all the difficulties, or you can't show, this worry face. No. What you need to do, you have to see that inside what is happening. When you see inside that, right away, it ignites your consciousness. So if you can't see that, and right away ignorance comes to you. So ignite your wisdom or the consciousness rather than becoming ignorance. So then take a conscious decision, not because of some situations. Be very clear, because once you see that what is happening in you, so go into inside. When the situation comes, when everybody happy, joy, rather than jumping to that, going back to inside and seeing what is inside you, and knowingly that nature, jumping to forward, jumping to party, jumping to celebration is good. If you cover up it with the fear, that if you allow that, the fear, unhappiness, sadness, worry, unbalance, disappointment, if you holding that, if you don't look into it, allowing it to be there, jumping to parties, celebrating things, not going to work for you. For anything in life. So that's why when other people partying, joy, enjoy, celebrate, if you are capable to little bit, hey, this is what happening in me, you have to have the courage, strength, you have to have some wisdom. So that is what you have to develop. So in this new year, from today, remember, whatever you do, so the first, be aware what is the condition of your mind. So whatever situation comes, even in family, even just yourself, even that personally, just only you eat, you sleep, that whatever you do, before you engage with that, be conscious and see what is that inner calling, why you interfere with this, from where it comes. Because once it is okay, just whatever they are, don't stop it. You just see, that is the only thing you have to do. Just as example, there is so much greed. To eat something, you are not hungry, but there's something you won't eat. And now, rather than jumping and eating, and start to look, and then you will see, oh, I have a strong desire to eat, but I'm not hungry. But it's still okay, eat. But now you become more clear because you are not anymore caught up in that current. You are free from that current. So by the time, what will happen? When your consciousness becomes stronger, that all other things start to listen to that by the time. So far what happens? We neglected being conscious. We just keep reacting. That's why we have this animal nature. Just react. But from this new year, develop that human nature we have. Only human can develop that nature. Even though other animals and have that, they can't develop in this mechanism. But you are capable to develop this. And so this is the method. It's just by practicing, you have to interfering, using the mind, you have to develop. There's no any other way. Nowadays, there are a lot of things people find through the injections. To be aware, to be mindful, there is no injections. You can lose the mindfulness by injecting something, but you can't become mindful. So that's why practicing yourself, giving opportunity in day-to-day life, and expanding that understanding and taking conscious decisions will change your life. So don't try to change this outside layer of life. It's whatever happen, it will happen, and we have no power over this outside world. So whatever happen, it will happen. But still, don't allow whatever come from you. No, you are capable to see what is happening in you. And once you are capable to understand it and face with the conscious awareness, and then for any situation, you are capable to get the best out of it. And that is become like a transformation, moment by moment, come from inside you. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Supatteva, oh may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens to the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, the stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. I wish you all very happy New Year, and may all the success and happiness be upon you. Ettavata chammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi. Dhammang pujemi, sanghang pujemi. Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam paribunjisami. Idamme punya kamang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunjatu. Bless you.